Good day, everyone. I hope you all are safe. I hope you all are coping. I hope you all are doing well. I hope your family is well and your business is going well. You are all welcome to my program, Moment with Esther Uche, every Sunday's episode 18. Wow, we are moving forward. We are really moving forward. As we remain your favorite Esther Uche Periolendu, and in today's episode, we are going to look into infectious diseases. Infectious diseases are diseases transmitted from one individual to another, and they are also called contagious diseases, and they are caused by microorganisms such as protozoa, fungi, viruses, and bacteria. Now, and those microorganisms causes a series of changes that leads to infections and damage to our body. Infectious diseases can be transmitted through direct or indirect contact or through air. While most infectious diseases last a short amount of time, and sometimes they are quite serious and sometimes they are fatal. Now, there are many types of infectious diseases, but let's just discuss about TB, which is tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is a high-risk infectious disease on air. It is caused by a bacterium called Mycobacterium tuberculosis. The bacteria can affect the lungs, but tuberculosis can affect any part of your body, such as your kidney, spine, and brain. Now, these diseases causes two types of illness, which is latent and active. TB is latent when the body's immune system forms a wall around the TB bacteria, so they cannot multiply or spread. But anyone who has TB latent has no symptoms, and a person can have TB latent for long periods of time. Now, and that can happen, but if the person doesn't get proper treatment and medications, it can activate and cause illnesses, often if the person's body declines due to sickness, stress, or aging. Active TB is when the body is unable to fight the TB bacteria, and at this time the person has symptoms. Now, the difference between latent and active is that TB latent has no symptoms, but with active TB, the bacteria can multiply and spread in the body, becoming more contagious. Now, let's look at the risks. People at high risk exposure includes 1. Close contact of persons exposed to the contagious cases of TB. This particular risk is what the whole world is passing through now in COVID-19 pandemic. See, my viewers, we should not only be afraid of contacting COVID-19. There are many other diseases that we should prevent by keeping social distancing, using face masks, washing our hands regularly with soap and running water, and using sanitizers to prevent such diseases. 2. Foreign-born persons, including children who have been immigrated for the last 5 years within an area that has high risk of TB incidents. Now, 3. Residents and employees of high-risk congregate settings, prisons, nursing homes, home shelters, drug treatment facilities, and healthcare facilities. Healthcare workers who serve high-risk clients. Like we all know that many healthcare workers in various countries have died and is still dying in this COVID-19 pandemic, all in the name of saving lives. The last one, high-risk racial ethnic minority populations defined locally as having an increased prevalence of tuberculosis. Now let's look at the symptoms. 1. Fever, weakness and fatigue, unexpected weight loss that is not from dieting, loss of appetite, sweating in the night, which is also known as sleeping hyperhidrosis, which is sweating in the night. When in the night you are always sweating. Another one is persistent coughing, coughing out blood if disease is in the lungs, shortness of breath, which is a symptom of COVID-19 if disease is in the lungs, and other symptoms based on signs of disease. Now, so my viewers, before I end this episode, let's look into how tuberculosis spread. Tuberculosis is from one person to another. Exactly what I said in my first episode. I hope you all can still remember. That's coronavirus that spreads from one symptomatic person to another person in contact with that person through respiratory droplets. Likewise, tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is from one person to another through air. And yes, it's through air. It's not from one person to another. So now, anyone with TB, which is tuberculosis in the lungs, active TB in the lungs or throat, coughs, speaks, or even sings, the bacteria can go into the air where it can stay for many hours, and anyone who breathes in the air can be exposed to that bacteria, and the person is likely to have either latent infection or active disease. So you cannot contact tuberculosis from one's clothes, handshake, drinking glass, or toilet. We should all know that so that we will not be confused on how COVID-19 spread and how tuberculosis spread. So my good and wonderful people, this is the end of today's topic. Let's try as much as possible to prevent us from sickness and illnesses. And we should also know that it's not only coronavirus that is by the corner. Like, I remember I said that in one of my episodes. I think it was episode 3. I think so. I said that there is not only coronavirus that is around the corner. There are other diseases that we should prevent by maintaining social distancing, washing our hands regularly, covering our face using face masks, exercise more hygienic, and so on and so forth, and using hand sanitizers too. So let's try as much as possible to prevent ourselves from diseases and illness. In my next episode, I'll talk about more infectious diseases. Stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe, like, view, and share all my videos. You can always watch me on YouTube as you know. Moment with Esther Uche every Sundays. Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you all for viewing, and thank you all for liking my previous episodes. Like I said before, and I will not stop saying it, wash your hands regularly with soap and running water, and sanitize with hand sanitizers that is greater than 60% alcoholic content. Wear your face masks when outdoors and maintain social distancing. May God bless you. I love you all. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.